bit about what the county commission said today about how important transparency is to them.
Well, for them, transparency in preparing these budgets for the next fiscal year was very important to them. However, what I acknowledged and noticed here was the fact that there's a lot of operational knowledge, especially with the fire departments, that was missing on the part of the commission. So when you have the VP of the fire departments here talking about the training center, the amount of time spent with that training, all the legal requirements to make sure the equipment is maintained, served properly, and in ready working condition, and the costs associated with that, it was obvious that there's a lot of physical responsibility tied to that that's not being addressed operationally, preparing for these budgets. So I think the county commission could have been better prepared in understanding what is going on day to day in these fire departments and what they were asking for these volunteer firemen to prepare for them. Operationally as a budget.
They talked about how they eliminated a position that normally would have compiled that budget stuff that they were asking for.
Yes.
To satisfy the transparency requirement that they appear to have.
My opinion on that is actually, because I actually identified the need for another position in there based on some of the things that Josh Davis provided in way of information. So the fact that we eliminated a position without understanding truly operationally what was being done in the position totally concerns me.
If transparency is so important, what do you think about the timing of the meetings here?
Well, when it comes to transparency, again, we look at the meetings, and that actually tied in everything that happened here today. The fact that the commission meetings are only held between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. during the week in Fayetteville concerns me. Again, people work, and as an example, these firemen, we had a good showing of fire officials here. However, knowing that the volunteer firemen that are out there that respond to these fires on the weekends, after hours, on holidays, could not be here probably because they're working their full-time jobs. It's a good example of why these meetings need to be adjusted so that the normal layman constituent out there in Fayette County can make these meetings and make their concerns voiced, which is significantly lacking right now in the county.
And then let's pivot to Meadow Bridge now,
yes.
The library folks. What do you think about that situation?
Well, exactly.
Do you feel like it was addressed today?
I think it was addressed to a point, but not completely. But it goes back to transparency. As an example, we had 2 city council members here. God bless them. They were here, and the commissioners that were present acknowledged the fact that that's the first time I've seen anybody from Meadow Bridge here. So that tells you exactly to my point earlier, was that the county commission needs to be rotating these commission meetings throughout the municipalities during a time versus 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. when these constituents are actually out there working their full-time jobs, providing for their families. There's your level of transparency that's necessary in Fayette County to make sure these needs are addressed. And everybody, the smallest individual in each part of this county, each corner of this county, is able to present their concerns and their needs to the county commission. Because it was amazing when the 2 council people here in Meadow Bridge talked about their warming center and their library issues. All of a sudden now we can talk about it because somebody actually from Meadow Bridge was here. Now, if somebody from the county level had been in Meadow Bridge in the last year, maybe they've been aware of these things. So again, we forget that government is there to serve the people, not vice versa. So, in a government for the people, by the people, of the people, government should be where the people are, and they're in their towns.
So, Mike, let me ask you, if you're elected,
yes,
you're in office on the county commission,
yes,
what are you going to do to change that?
Well, I can tell you that personally, I'll make sure that monthly, I'll schedule myself to go out to these municipalities asking for the people of the town to present their needs to me so that I can personally bring it back to the commission. I'll also present a resolution asking the commission to schedule these meetings monthly in a different municipality each month. And if not for the regular scheduled meetings, special meetings, so that we can address these things to make sure that the people in these municipalities can actually bring their concerns in their local town hall for the county administration to address.